The question is, how do we deal with a restless mind? The nemesis of meditation for all of us. I mean, it is the nature of the human condition. It is why we are in this righteous battle that we're in, is to find victory over that mind. That's really what the whole of the Bhagavad Gita is about. It's so beautiful. But it is, I'm hesitating because I'm waiting to see if something other than what I know we all know already about exactly how to deal with that, other than the perfect habits that we create. Most of us know what it's like to sit down and to have the mind constantly. It's amazing how good it is at finding other things for us to think about. And I'm not sure, other than all of what we know, pray before we meditate, chant before we meditate, keep a beautiful altar in front of us. When we pray, have that be our prayer. You take my thoughts, Master. You deal with my mind right now. I want to be with you. You hold those restless thoughts somewhere else. I mean, really beseech God to do that for you. I keep having a thought that I want to say, and the third time it's happened now since you asked that question. It runs away. Let me just be still for a moment. This dilemma kept coming up yesterday as I was meeting with several new people who were hoping to have their Kriya initiation soon. And of course, this is the question, particularly when we're younger on the path. And there was such a good response to it. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let it go and see if it'll come back on its own. But maybe for right now, I would say, besides literally saying to Master, take it. Oh, I know what it was. Let me interrupt myself. I was using the example of how many of us go into our 8-hour meditation that we do every year here on the Saturday before Christmas. And for many of us, it's a very particular time because we're coming at 10 in the morning. We're going to sit down, and we will not, many of us don't even move, but we're certainly not going to leave until 6. We know that. We've been doing it year after year after year. Other than some unimaginable emergency, we are here. So it's easy to say to ourselves before we start, you're not going anywhere. You will not shop for dinner. You will not call and make an appointment with your doctor. You won't check in with a friend. You are doing nothing until 6 p.m. So thoughts are not important right now. And it sounds maybe a little silly, but it works. It actually works. I would say I see people already shaking their head. If you've never done it before, give it a try. This temple is filled with people who are all after the same goal: stillness, perfect quiet, deep, deep, deep attunement. And as the day goes by, and as that deepens, and the Christmas tree's here, and the Christmas decorations are up, and it starts getting dark outside, it's hard to describe how still we can get. But we've made that commitment to God and Guru. Nothing until 6 o'clock. Nothing. It's so calming. So I said to them, why don't you choose a time? 10 minutes, 20, 30. And tell yourself, nothing's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. Nothing. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere else. And it actually does calm your mind. You actually tell yourself, you can make your dinner menu. I mean, how many times? Probably everybody in the room has been meditating, maybe not everybody, but close, and said, what am I going to do for dinner tonight? If you're responsible, particularly for the cooking or a family, you do that. You just go there. So it's just such a silly little thing, or the list of things that we need to do during the day. Consciously put that away, consciously, and it helps. Otherwise, that constancy, every day sitting, every day, which just by virtue of sitting says to your ego, I am going to win this battle. I will win this battle. And if you interrupt me for a moment, I'm just going to take my attention away from you. And ultimately, I will be able to sit for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, and be undisturbed. It happens. It just happens. But we are in a war, and I think we need to acknowledge that. It's a righteous war. It's for a higher dharma. So in the end, we know that, right? I mean, where there's dharma, there's victory. We all know that. So we will win, and we have to keep affirming that.